Hi everyone. So my next project is to wall the Fiat 500e off. What I did here was I took my box that I had, which was built to spec for those banhammers, which is ported. And I just basically took the false floor out in the rear seats, stood upright to kind of measure its proportions, and while it's a little bit too deep and not tall enough, I think it'll do for the first wall. It's not gonna, get as loud as it potentially can with a purpose-built box, but I think this will do. So the plan is to basically fill in the current ports in. Just use like a 3.5 inch MDF or plywood circle, then use either glue or quite a bit of fiberglass in between the two. Just seal this off, sand it off, so from the box perspective it's almost the same thing, like just having no hole there. The resonance may be a bit different, but I don't think it's going to be audible for my needs. And the other big question I'm working on is whether I should have the port on the side here or build a port that goes on the top. From what I've read, ports on the top demo better because you've got equal pressure. Ports on the right, on the driver's side, can actually build up more pressure on the passenger seat. That's why it's more popular with SVL competitions, because you've got the back wave timed a little bit differently than the front wave. It's such a tiny cabin, I don't know if it'll make a difference. So I was thinking just putting it on the top, that way I could center the box, because my biggest concern is when the subwoofer gets installed over here, I don't want it hitting the seat. Both seats are basically standing as far back as they can, and I want to make sure the car is still comfortable after all is said and done. So I want the seats to go as far back as they can still. So I'm gonna try a few designs and see what makes most sense. Right now I've got the design here. I'll post it where I've got an add-on port. So the idea is I put the box in the car and the port is just gonna kind of bolt onto it, and I'll show you guys the design. Again, I'm gonna play around with maybe a top port idea. That way just center the box, and it's nice to center the car with the port on the top and then everything else back here. The other benefit of walling is I have all of this incredible space. I've got 2 batteries, but I was able to only run one previously because I didn't have enough space. Now I could put a few of them in there. I could put the amp up back here, so this whole bottom floor piece area is going to be all batteries if I ever need it. For now, I'm just going to do a birch false floor as step number 1, and then position the box, design the port, and cut it out. So piece by piece. And finally, I'll do a fake wall. The idea behind the wall will be to basically minimize the space of the cabin. So the wall is going to be flush with the pillar as much as possible. I'm going to try to use foam or something, and then wrap that with material. That way I can get all in the little crevices and basically make it as tight as possible. And I'll try to keep this video updated throughout the build log. So the other problem I've had is try and find information on walls online. There are build logs and whatnot, but I just wanted to kind of put this video together. If anyone is interested in taking their current ported box and turning it into a wall, really my goal here is to determine if there's going to be any benefits. I'm assuming acoustically, since you're basically walling off half of the car, there should be quite a few benefits, because you don't have the sound kind of traveling back here and doing all kinds of funky stuff. This window, kind of rattling and whatnot. So I'll keep this updated. Hopefully it's interesting and informative to someone.